Crolister, the master opponent. Since Damon is arguably my most popular OC of my Pokemon lineup on my DeviantArt account, I thought for this video I'd show you how to freehand draw Charizard based on my own style. Fan favorite, even though some people hate it for overrepresentation. So, let's get started. I always start with the back of the head. Then we're going to curve upward, go downward, then make the snouts. Do a slight indentation downward for the end of the mouth. Then, gonna draw the lower parts. I'm gonna do fangs. He should have a pair of fangs visible on the upper jaw and a pair visible on the lower jaw. Nostrils here. Then I'm going to draw an eye. Should be shaped about like this. I'm going to draw the other side of his head, like this. Then I'm going to draw the horn. Pair of horns on the back of his head. I find it interesting that Charizard was one of the Pokemon that was supposed to get a gender difference that got scrapped in Diamond and Pearl. And if you've ever seen what the female Charizard was supposed to look like, you'd be glad it didn't make the cut. One horn on it just does not look good on it at all. So we do the fangs on the lower jaw, and then the tongue, or the inside of the mouth. Finish up the bottom of the jaw here. Long neck. He has a long neck compared to the rest of his body. I'm gonna make the back part of the head a little bit bigger. I'm gonna draw his right arm. I'm drawing his hand now. 3-fingered hands. We're gonna finish the arm up. Draw a palm marking and the nails like this. Draw the other side. Now we're going to draw his left arm. So there's his arms. Draw the back, going down a little. I'm going to start the belly as well. Make sure it's going down at just the right size. That can be difficult to do if you're drawing digitally. Alright, then I'm gonna go ahead and draw his left leg now. I'm making sure it's proportional. It looks fine. Then I'm gonna do the foot. 3 toes with large nails. Filling in some lone pixel spots there. Then we're gonna do the right side. His right, your left, I mean. And I'm gonna draw his right foot up so I can draw the sole. Charizard is somebody that kind of likes to stomp after all. The soles of Charizard's feet, as well as all the other entries in the family line except Mega Charizard Y, are counter shade. So they have kind of a padding sort of on them, like along the lines like this. I'm going to do the tail now. Charizard's tail is also pretty long. I'm going to try to make the underside a little proportional to where the tail is. And I'm going to refine the belly so that it looks decent as well. That should do. Underside of the tail as well. Then, I'm going to move him toward the center of the canvas so it's a little bit easier to plot next. And I still have to draw the wings. What good is a Charizard without his wings? Even though, in the Generation 1 games, he can't learn any flying-type moves, even fly. Which was a little anticlimactic. I'm really glad they fixed that in the later games. Even though fire and flying does also mean he's quad weak to rock. There's just no escaping the torment, isn't there, Char? No matter what, people have a reason to nitpick him. It's sad, really. So yeah, you curve the wings a little bit on the side, like I detailed there, and draw a separation of a kind of wing spike, like dragons and bats often have. Do one flap indentation with the curve here, and a double curve into the inside. I'm going to draw the other wing, making sure it's proportional to the obscured parts, like behind his head and behind his hand. I'm drawing the flap on the other wing right now. So, that's the basic line drawing. Now we're going to color it in. Main skin color is orange. I like to use pink for the insides of mouths. Then we're going to use teal for the wing flaps and his eyes. And use a cream-like shade of yellow for the belly and the soles of his feet. Now I'm going to do the eye, which I always use the shape feature with Microsoft Paint. We're going to start with a teal filling. Then do the pupil. Then we're going to draw a black line across the top of the eye, making sure it's proportional. Should be a little bit lower, I'd say. That's proportional. Fill that in. And then finally, we're going to add a white spot on the eye as well. Alright, so, trying to move it a little bit here. There. And then, the last vital part that we need to draw is the flame on the tip of his tail. I like to use the brush for special effects like fire. The only problem is I gotta go back with it and fill in the blank spots that couldn't get colored due to the fading pixels around where I brush. That looks decent, I'd say. Then after a bit, I add a background and fire coming out of his mouth. Looks pretty good, huh? This picture will go up on my DeviantArt later, shortly after this video is up, as Fiery Pride, with the video included in the description. So, yeah. Like I said before, I do want to do how to draw videos like this of some more characters up ahead, Pokemon and otherwise. So I'll come out with those and try to do some more different game long plays that I could possibly think of that I might want to do. And also some update videos about the Switch successor, which is pretty imminent to be announced from what I gather, with all the leaks and whatnot. And no, I will not talk about leak information on YouTube for my own safety. We all know Nintendo hate leaks. So, I'll talk once we get official word. Alright, so that's how the freehand draw Charizard. Consider subscribing if you like my art style, or if you like watching videos of people playing games like Namco arcade games like Pac-Man and stuff, Mega Man, Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, Pokemon, once I get around to it, games like those. So, that's going to do it for this video then. I am Crolister, Master of Ponage. Thanks for watching, and I will see you. Bye.